pointed out, that was the concept of sustainable goals for the enjoyment of dignified life or a complete life. As I have cited the report of the International System of Well-being of the Society, that is the 2019, and it says that no poverty should be there, zero hunger should be there, good health of everyone should be there, and well-being, the facility for the well-being of the every human being should also be there. And quality of education, it requires for the sustainable life, quality of education, not only the education. And what is the quality of education? The moral values, social values, development of understanding capacity, and to do the hard work for the betterment of own country and for the betterment of human society at the global level. And there are other components are also there for the quality education. Therefore, quality education is one of the sustainable goals of life and prohibitions of child labor. At the same time, there should be the general equality doctrine should be applied in a society, so that everyone may feel that I am one of the part of this society. I have the obligation, I have the duty, I have the certain rights, and therefore there is a concept of the equality, especially of the gender equality. Gender equality is one of the principle and doctrine under the sustainable good life or goals of life. And clean water, sanitation, apart this, the affordable and clean energy. Affordable energy should be there. It means the energy of the um, in the society should be provided by the states, so that the human society can afford it. And that should be the clean, not to pollute the environment in the particular society. That should not be there. Therefore, the clean environment also should also be there. That requires to be achieved under the sustainable goals also. And the industrial innovation and infrastructure facility should be given to everyone. Innovation work should be there for the betterment of the society, for the scientific discoveries of the society, and for the development of the society, for maintaining the principle of civilization in the society. Innovative action and act or work should be done by everyone to achieve the sustainable goals of life in the society. And the reducing inequality, it's a duty of everyone to reduce the inequality by behavior, by action, and by way of the normally the thinking. Therefore, the reducing of inequality, sustainable citizens means to live and let to live. Every person have the equal right to enjoy all the natural resources which are available in a particular place or in particular society. Communication rights should be given to all. There is, if we will see the under the CRC also, Article 16 provides a right to privacy, and under the right to privacy there should be the freedom of communication subject to certain exceptions, and these exceptions are public order, law, morality, insult, and so on. But there is no word like a defamation, it is not written there. Insult and reputation word is written there under Article 16 of the CRC. Therefore, here also in sustainable goals of a life, there is one facet which is called the communication freedom. This comes under the right to privacy. Responsible and the responsible, every person, responsibility of every person, responsible government and the duties of the state, at the same time the duty of the every citizen. Climate action, pure climate should be there. Every citizen's duty is to protect the climate. This is the sustainable goal of the life, and life should get the pure water. This is also the another goal, and the everyone have the equal right in the on the land. This is the special kind of the right under the equality, and the justice, to get the justice, and the strong institutions for getting the justice. This is one of the another sustainable goal for the life of everyone. Partnership of everyone to achieve all these goals, as I have said that from beginning to this point, that the participation to get the justice, and there should be the good institution for getting the justice, everything should be there. And that's why these are the goals, and the first goal, which is we said that there should not be any kind of the poverty in the society. And if poverty will be there, then that will be the cause to harm the other persons who are living in the society in a good manner, and that should be controlled by the state, as well as the everyone to live and to distribute and to provide to others also the equal essential items for their survival. These are the things. Therefore, the another, after this sustainable principles of life, another most important aspect under the CRC, which is says that the Article 32 of the CRC provides that it shall be the duty of the this one, it shall be the duty of the state to provide and the facility for everyone to work in a conducive or in a favorable condition in the particular area or in society. And the first part says that the protection from economic exploitation should not be there. And what is the economic exploitation? You are well aware. Please, then, if this concept is not clear, then search the Google and go through the this some provisions of Indian Constitution and some provisions of other law, international law, and this the very clear meaning of this economic exploitation is that equal right of everyone is to get equal right of everyone is to get the equal facility for the equal remuneration, number one. Number two, there should not be any kind of the bonded labor. There should not be any kind of practice for the slavery. There should not be any kind of the practice to give to ask to the child to do the labor in a hazardous places, in a dangerous places, where his age is less than the 14 years and 13, 15, according to the various legal instruments. And this is the provision prescribed under Article 32 of the CRC. Therefore, this is the duty of the state to prevent and protect everyone from the economic exploitation, from performing any work hazardous or to interfere child's education. Because if the child will work when his age is to get the education, certainly that work will affect directly and indirectly to the education of the child. Therefore, 32 provides that at the time of the age, when there is a age to get the education, if work shall be taken from the child, it will affect the education. Or suppose the minor work is asking to do by the child, that will also affect the quality education, because he will not give the much time. Just the situation of India as present is going on, that everyone is in a same time is working in various places and affecting the quality education. only by getting the degree. And that is not the goal of the CRC as well as the legal international instruments, or that is not goal of the sustainable principles for the full enjoyment of the life. And quality education is one of the very essential part of international law. And at the same time, 32, another component of this article says that the physical, mental, spiritual, moral or social development opportunities should be provided by the state to every child in their country. And the second part is also relevant that what is the duty to get the first the goals of the first part. And the duty says that there should be the special kind of the facility or the law shall be made by the legislature of the particular member states, because the member states as present, as you are well known, of the United Nations General Assembly, there are 193 members, whereas total countries according to the data available, the 193 are the member. So therefore the all countries duty is to provide the legal mechanism to prevent all these kinds of the prohibitory work in a particular system of the society, that says that should be given the opportunity by making the law. Administrative efforts of the state should also be there, and the not only this one, social and the educational measures also be so. If there will be the social measures apart from the legislative and the administrative and the legislature is the duty of the state, but whereas the social efforts, it is the duty of the society to make a very very conducive, favorable and a environment in the society so that everyone can develop his life. And the educational measures should also be provided. Educational measures means the such type of measures should be given so that they everyone may get good opportunity to become the ideal citizen. A citizen have the full capacity to earn, to do work, and at the same time to develop his and her personality by that one. Therefore, the point is related to that aspect if he says that the 32 of CRC is equal to the sustainable principles as laid down in the international level. And apart from this one, the minimum age should be fixed by the state members by making the law when a person shall enter into the employment according to her and his age, according to age. That law should be made. It says that the 1989 convention, and provide for the appropriate regulation of hours, how many hours a person will do the work. Not much to the ILO. I will enter into the ILO, International Labour Organization. There are some norms. Continuously it is going to be done the very good efforts for the regulating the labor of the individual as well as the labor of the child. Which labor is permitted, but not all kind of labor is permitted. Therefore, even if in education, if a child is taking the education below the age of 14 years, there is provision for the taking the rest by that child after 3 hours. There should not be the continuous system of the education. Therefore, there are the international documents which says that, and the provision mechanism, whatever you can call, the principles and doctrines are there, that the hours for the labor, even if the labor is not a education, it is a mechanism, it is a system to get the energy by the mental system of under the biological system of human being. and provide for appropriate penalty if any person shall violate any law which will not be in the interest of the child. There should be penal provision in the legislation. This is the provision under the Article 32 of the CRC. Apart from this, because in your course there is a right to education, there is a prohibition of child labor, and there are some other provisions relating to the children, their rights also. If that question may ask in examination, or some research paper is required to be written by the student itself, your duty to go through the international system of legal mechanism or measurement. It itself be your duty to enter into the international system. The Indian system, you are very much aware, and the Indian system, you have the habit to understood the provisions of the Indian system. International systems shall be understood by the LLM student and then correlated it with the Indian system also. And correlative habit, you should have to develop your personality according to this one. Therefore, go through this 28, 29 and 16, 32, 31, and apart from this, and the minority rights are also there. The 30 under this CRC, I am talking about the CRC article, not the constitutional articles. The convention which is made by General Assembly of the United Nations, there are such type of things. Now I am entering into the part of the efforts of the International Labour Organization for the prohibition and regulation of child labor. There are various conventions, various protocol, various provisions under the conferences, various declaration by efforts of the Indian Labour Organization. The first question is, what is in the International Labour Organization, when it has constituted, why it was constituted, what are the powers of International Labour Organization, and what are the duties of International Labour Organization, and what is the legal authenticity of International Labour Organization, and what the labor organization at international level is performing the functions for the betterment of society, especially in the area where the one is working. These are the questions. The first aspect is when it has established. Why it has established? As you are well aware that after the end of the First World War, there was again crisis, and that crisis was the movement in the individual country, and that movement was the rights of the labor. And in the 1917 in Russia, there was a movement, and the most powerful thinkers were writing their philosophy or their ideas about the rights of the labor. And secondly, the Germany, Japan, all these states were affected by this special kind of the power, means the war. And thus the League of Nations did the efforts to establish a international special agency. It is a special agency. It is not the part of any other, but it is a specialized agency in 1990. Because of the reason, the first reason is the movement for the protection of rights of the labor. And our part is the child labor, not all the labors. And thus what were the efforts for the prevention, protecting the child from the labor at the age when he is not physically and mentally fit to perform or to do any work. What the efforts has been done by the International Labour Organization? This is a question. The efforts has been done by the International Labour Organization continuously or on the annual basis, because there was one system that the annual conference shall be year wise, and annual itself is a year, and in that conference the declaration has passed by the International Labour Organization, and that is continuously from the year of very beginning of the 1921 and so on. But the most important aspect of this ILO are the matters of 1973. The Convention of 1973, international cooperation, and the purpose of this international convention for elimination and to fix elimination of labor by doing the child and the to fixing of minimum age. This is 1973 convention, and before that, as I have pointed out, the 1920 convention is also there. 1936 convention is there. 1921 convention is here, and for the non-industrial the age to fix the age of child, this is the 1932 convention is there, and the for industrial sectors to fix the child the age of the child minimum age, 1937 is there, 1959 is there, 1969 is there. There are so many the rules which are made after the establishment of 1919, and it started from 1920, 1921, 1932, 1937, 1959, 1969. But a very powerful legal instrument is 1973 international, which says that the international for the international cooperation, for the international upgradation or assistance, for the international level to fix the minimum age of the child, it requires to make the legislation by the state members, by every state of the international community. There should be the fixed age of the child, and that age is prescribed under this 1973 law, international law, of not less than 14, 13, 14 and 15 for certain the industrial work or for hazardous work, for the matter of the another some institutions. So it starts from the 13, 14, very from inception. Inception means from 1920. There was a debate of the minimum age of the child that has accepted, and the especially of Article 18. There are 18 articles. 18 is related to the language of this convention, and the 1996 convention is also there, which says that there should be of the compromising stage, action shall be taken by the international community to not to take the labor from the child. And 96, then long-term solution should be there for abolition of or for elimination of the child labor from the human society. Long-term solution also should be there. Then that is also the 1989. Then there is ILO declaration, International Labour Organization declaration of 1998. So continuously efforts are being done by the International Labour Organization, and the forced labor convention, the prohibition of forced labor convention is also there. That is the 1930 convention, international convention. And what is the meaning of this forced labor? Forced labor means where the labor is taken by any employer, when the labor is taking or the work is taken by the any employer without the voluntary or consent of the employee. Number one, what is the forced labor? When a employee has not been given any consent for doing any labor in a particular institution under the employer, or this will amount to forced labor. Number two, What is the second element of the forced labor? The second element of the forced labor, which is prescribed under this 1930 forced labor prohibition, abolition of this convention, says that if any penal or physical harm, mental harm is being done, or it is being created by the employer, this will amount the forced labor. There are two categories. You can understand the constitutional provision, please. I will not enter into that part. You will write all the cases in the examination, because this part you can do it better than the understanding, the developing the understanding capacity of international system of the International Labour Organization. 23, 24, and these are the articles, and some provisions are under Article 39 also, for the prohibition of the child labor. And there are the Supreme Court decisions, MC Mehta, so many cases are there. Tamil Nadu Rajya and other cases, and Pandey's case is there. From very beginning, there are the cases. But you will write all these cases if you will discuss the Indian position of prohibition and the regulating the basic idea of the child labor in India. But I'm talking international, so that you may understand the national system, why these provisions are borrowed indirectly in our constitution, in our legislation. 1986 Child Provision and Regulation Act is there. 87 rules are there, and it has amended. 2000 amendment is there. 2008 amendment is there. 2000 then one amendment is there. And in rules 2019, 18, there are the amendment, and there is a schedule, and so many things are there. But these are the part which requires to be studied at home by you people, because I am not getting that much time because of this technological problem. And therefore, these are the things. And forced labor, abolition of slavery, the slaves is there. Slavery system is totally prohibited under Article 23 of Indian Constitution. If we will see that the human trafficking word is written, and what is the meaning of human trafficking, what was the Constituent Assembly debate, and why this word is written, and what is the meaning of the beggar, what is the meaning of this forced labor, what is the meaning of 24 for the purpose of the 24, the child labor. All these parts are the subject matter of our the Suprema Lex, that is the Constitution of India. But apart from this constitutional provisions and the judgment delivered by the Supreme Court in this regard, and the principle and doctrines, principle has laid down, the various principles has laid down by the Supreme Court in 1996 also. There is a case of this, you can see that SSC 1 of 1996, that is the Tamil Nadu MC Mehta. So many cases are there, but you will go through all these principles, and you will lay down all these principles, because your stage is the very matured stage, and you are the student of LLM. It doesn't required to be repeated again and again. I know you can done it, because you are at, when I have given the pointed out the mistake in your assignment, the students are now in position to write at least the assignment, although they are copying from other places, but they are doing something. But in next assignment they will do better than that. Therefore, the Indian approach, they are in position to understand the Indian position, the legal mechanism for the prohibition of child labor. But I am discussing and analyzing the international system, so that you may understood the what is what, and your capacity should be increased day by day. That you have already read everything in the LLB, but it requires to be increased. Please, that's why the point is that the related matters, which are basically of the law, and slavery, Article 1, duty of the member state to make the law. That is, slavery indirectly it has prohibited, of course, but in practice, slavery, the meaning of the slavery, definition of the slavery, where a person is doing by force any work, and by force means by the compulsion of economy, by compulsion of the physical restraint, by compulsion of the social system also. Social system plays the great role in this regard. Therefore, that amounts to the slavery. Slavery word doesn't mean only to keep a person under the own possession or in a restricted place. No, this is not that. But there is a mental the pressure and the fear wages are not being provided by the state members, and there is no law, and law is there, law may be there, and law suppose is there, and that law is not being implemented. And if it is being implemented, third problem is that there is no the easiest mechanism for the implementation of that law if grievances is there. And therefore, if you will see in India also, the labor courts are there, and these are the tribunals. They have no strict procedure, just like the procedure of the regular courts. Therefore, so many things are there. And normally, at present, what is the age of the child? As per the international document, as per the international law, as you have seen, the age is prescribed under the CRC also. It is prescribed under the Beijing rules, and there is the age of 18 years of the child. And Article 3 says that of this law, abolition of slavery 1956, that it includes the child labor. And therefore, the meaning of the child is 18 years. And so far, you may be in confusion, or in your mind, it may be that sir, there is a 14 years. It has been written in the Constitution also. This is only for the inherently dangerous one. Inherently dangerous means the